we are going to have some worksheets. They are like revision on what we have already taken. We are going to have now a worksheet about the quadrilateral questions. So let's start our session. How many sides does a quadrilateral have? Remember with me when we said before that quadrilateral, it's a polygon that consists of 4 sides, right? I can hear you. So here, how many sides does a quadrilateral have? 4 sides. Okay. As an example, we have a square, a rectangle, a rhombus. Bravo. How many pairs of parallel sides does a rectangle have? Okay. Parallel sides, how many pairs of parallel sides? Pairs here, do you remember pair? Like pair of socks, pair of gloves. So, how many pairs of parallel sides does a rectangle have? Just 2. If you see here with me, this, I have here, it's a rectangle. The rectangle here has two opposite sides. Each 2 opposite sides here are parallel. When I say 2, I have each 2 opposite sides, so they are 2 pairs, right? 2 pairs. Okay. How many pairs of parallel sides does a trapezoid have? How many pairs of parallel sides does a trapezoid have? When I say here a trapezoid, remember the keyword of the trapezoid here is one parallel side, one pair of parallel side. As I told you, one pair means 2. So, like one pair of socks, one pair of gloves. So I have here 2 opposite sides here, 2 opposite sides are parallel. That means one pair of parallel sides. So it's called what here? So it's a trapezoid. Name 2 quadrilaterals in which all sides have an equal length. Okay, do you remember the quadrilaterals that have equal length? Yeah. The first one is the square. Do you remember the square? All sides are equal in length, and it has also the inside angles are, all the 4 inside angles are right angles. Each one is 90 degrees. And what else have only equal lengths? He doesn't mention here that they are right angles inside. He just wants quadrilateral that has all sides are equal in length. So it's a square and a, do you remember? Of course, right, I can hear you. A rhombus too. Rhombus. Name 2 quadrilaterals that have 4 right angles this time. Right angles, I have a rectangle and a square. Rectangle also here has right angles inside. It has here right angles inside. Okay, so I have the rectangle and the square. Both have 4 right angles. Color the trapezoid that is next to the rhombus. I have here a trapezoid and here I have another one. But this trapezoid is next to a rhombus. Why this is a rhombus? The rhombus features or attributes that all sides are equal in length. All sides are equal in length. And each 2 opposite angles inside each opposite angles are what are equal in measure. They may be 90 degrees and may be not. So in the rhombus, the inside angles maybe they are 90 degrees and maybe they are not 90 degrees. So this is the difference between the rhombus and the square, by the way. The square, all sides are equal in length, but the 4 right angles inside. But in the rhombus, they may not have inside right angles, okay? So this is a trapezoid beside the rhombus. And here, this trapezoid, it's beside a parallelogram. Why parallelogram, miss? Because we have here each 2 opposite sides are parallel, okay? Okay, here list 3 ways of a rectangle and a square alike. Okay, rectangle and square are like each other in which features or in which characteristics or in which attributes? The square and the rectangle are 2 polygons. Are 2 what? are two polygons. They are quadrilaterals. They are quadrilaterals. Okay, quadrilaterals, it means that every one consists of four sides. Okay, each two opposite sides in the rectangle are parallel. Also in the square, each two opposite sides are parallel. Okay, in the rectangle, each two opposite sides are equal in length, and in the square, each two opposite sides are equal in length, as well as the square all sides are equal in length. Let's see together. Okay, let's see together with each other here. Okay, a rectangle and a square both have four sides, both have two pairs of parallel sides, and both have 490-degree angles. Also accept both made from aligned segments and both quadrilaterals. Okay, list one way a parallelogram and a rhombus are different. So rhombus and parallelogram, as I told you before, here this is a parallelogram and this is a rhombus. So a rhombus has sides that are the same length. Here the rhombus. A parallelogram has two pairs of sides. They are parallel, but the length can be different in length. Here it's different. This one is different than this one. Okay, this side is different than this side. Okay, so here, okay, this side is different to this side, although the two opposite sides are equal in length in the parallelogram. Okay, here we have another sheet, quadrilaterals. About quadrilaterals also, I have here the meaning of the quadrilaterals. What's meant by quadrilateral? They are any polygon with four sides and four angles, as we have taken this before in the last videos, okay, in the previous videos. So I have here a square. It's a kind of quadrilateral. Why? Because it has four sides and all sides are equal in length, and I have the features of the square here, the characters of the square here. All sides are equal in length, and I have here the inside angles are right angles. Here the red square inside, it's a right angle here, as I told you before in the previous lessons. So I have here, it's a rectangle. It's another kind of quadrilateral. The rectangle, the features of the rectangle, each two opposite sides are parallel. Each two opposite sides are parallel. They look at each other like this. The distance from the two parallel lines means what they are here looking at each other. The distance between them is the same. When we change the point from this point to this point, it's the same length as, or the same distance as, from this point to this point. So this is called parallel. Both goes in the same directions. The both sides here that are parallel goes to the same direction. Okay, so we have here two opposite parallel lines, and two opposite also, they are equal in the same length. Okay, and here inside they have what they are, four right angles inside. Parallelogram, two pairs of parallel sides, two pairs of opposite parallel sides. Rhombus, all sides are equal in length and each two opposite sides are parallel. Trapezoid, only one pair of parallel sides. Don't forget, only one pair. It's the key word for that trapezoid, and it's very famous for this. Write the name of each quadrilateral. This is what? A rhombus. And this one, a trapezoid. And this one, it's a square. Why? Because here we have right angles inside. Okay, dear students, and I have here a rectangle, and this is what? Parallelogram, and this is a trapezoid. How can you tell me the difference between a parallelogram and a rhombus? What do you think, habibi? Okay, I have here the parallelogram. As I told you, the parallelogram, each two opposite sides are equal and parallel, and that trapezoid, only one pair of sides are parallel. Don't forget. How can you tell me the difference between a square and the rhombus? Square, all sides are equal in length and must have here 4 right angles. But in the rhombus, I know that all sides are equal in length, but the difference is the angles may be not right angles. Okay, so I want to tell you here the rhombus angles don't have to be, it's not a must that they are right angles inside. Let's go to another worksheet. Now this worksheet is about triangles. Do you remember that triangles can be classified according to their sides or their angles? Okay, here according to their sides. If I have here 3 sides are equal in length, this triangle is called equilateral triangle. So this triangle is called equilateral triangle. Okay, equilateral triangle, all sides are the same length, 5, 5, 5. Each triangle consists of what? Of 3 sides. Try. So triangles, 3 sides. And I have here, this is what, if I have a triangle that has 2 sides are equal in length, just 2 sides equal in length, so it's called isosceles. So it's called habibi isosceles. Okay, at least 2 sides are the same length. Okay, scalene triangle. Scalene triangle means what? No sides are the same length, all different sides. So it's called, do you remember? Okay, do you remember from the previous lessons? It's called scalene. Name each triangle by the length of each sides. It's very easy now. We have here 3 and 3 and 5. We have 2 sides are equal, so it's called isosceles. Okay, for number B, 14, 9, 8, no one is equal to the other, so it's called scalene. Okay, do you remember we were saying that's called scalene, the crazy one? Do you remember? Okay, my dear students, 24, 24, 24. All sides here are equal in measure, in length, sorry. So it's what? It's the equilateral. Excellent. 12 and 15. So what's this? It's 2 alike and 1 different. Do you remember? Yes, this is the isosceles. Okay, let's move. Okay, this is the same idea. It's okay. Name each triangle pictured. Okay, by looking at these triangles, I can decide which triangle here. I can use my own ruler. Use your own ruler and know here the distance and the sides, the length of the sides of each side. Then decide this is what is this an equilateral triangle or isosceles triangle or just a scalene triangle. Let's see the answer together, dear students. Here we have here 1, 2, 3. 3 sides are equal in length. If you use your own ruler and by your naked eyes also, you can determine that all sides here are equal in length, so it's called equilateral triangle. Here, if you measure by using your own ruler, this is not equal to this side, it's not equal to this side, so all sides are different, and I prefer and recommend that you use your own ruler starting from the 0 point to the ending point here, so you'll find the measure of the side and write it down. And here you'll find that the 3 sides are different, so it's called scalene. Okay, and here you will find that the 2 sides are equal and 1 is different, so it's called isosceles. Moving to the classifying of triangles according to their angles. Okay, do you remember that the acute angle is the angle less than 90 degrees? The acute angle is the angle less than 90 degrees. So this is called what? This is called acute angle. And what's the name of this angle? FED, DEF, or angle E. Here it's a right angle. It gives me exactly 90 degrees. What's the name of this angle? Right angle. Okay, and I want to name it ZYX or XYZ or angle Y. It's exactly equals to 90 degrees. Okay, moving to this one. This is an obtuse angle. Obtuse angle more than or greater than 90 degrees. This is called obtuse angle. It's here RQP or PQR or angle Q. And as I told you here, an acute triangle has 3 acute triangles. Okay, this is an acute triangle. The acute triangle has how many acute triangles inside? 3 acute angles, so it's called acute triangle. 3 acute angles, so it's called, as I told you before in the explaining of the lessons, so it's called here 3 acute angles. So it's called here acute triangle. When I have 3 acute angles inside, 3 acute, it's called acute triangle. This is the condition. If the triangle has one, at least here, one right angle, so it's not at least, if that triangle, excuse me, if that triangle has one right angle and the two acute angles, this is called what? It's the condition that it's called a right triangle. This is 90 degree. These two, if this 90 degree, so I'm having also 2 acute angles here. So this is called what? This is called right triangle. Okay, the obtuse triangle. When can I say this is an obtuse triangle? If you have one obtuse angle and 2 acute angles, so it's called obtuse angle. Identify each type of a triangle as acute or right or obtuse. It's very easy, you will see. Here, what do you think? I have here one very open here, so it's greater than 90 degrees, so it's an obtuse triangle. And here I have 3 acute angles, so it's called acute triangle. Here I have just one right angle. When I have right angle and 2 acute angles inside, it's called right angle, right triangle. And this one, 3 acute here, 3 acute angles, so it's called acute triangle. One obtuse greater than 90, so it's called obtuse triangle. And here 3 acute, so it's called acute triangle.